So whenever researching the possible purchase of a new item, just as important as the positives are going to be the negatives of those items, because the negative can be a deal breaker for you. So in this video, my deal breakers video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Fitbit Versa 3. I'm going to go over 4 possible negative deal breakers for a potential buyer of the Versa 3. And if any of these deal breakers hit for you, maybe the watch is not for you, but if any of them are not considered a deal breaker for you, then this may be the perfect smartwatch for you. This is all in effect to give you a more rounded view of the item you're about to purchase so you don't end up wasting your money. Now, this is in no way a comprehensive review of the Versa 3. We actually have that on this channel. I'm going to make sure to link that in the description below this video and in the card up above. You can check that out after watching this video, of course. So without further ado, let's get into the 4 possible negative deal breakers of the Versa 3. Now, the first one for me was the screen itself. The screen is the gateway into any device that you're going to be using, especially when it comes to smartwatches, because you're going in and out of different menus and fitness applications and getting different readings and sensors and all these things. So the screen has to be pretty good. And on the Versa, the screen is not bad. The display overall is a pretty great display, but where I ran into some issue is with the slowness of the display itself. It felt sluggish at times, going from display to display, from screen to screen, hopping in and out of menus, opening applications, getting different readings, especially when I was working out, to get certain readings and information when you're scrolling up, scrolling down, or going back and forth. It didn't feel as smooth or as fluid as some of the other fitness watches or smartwatches on the market in general. When I'm referring to like the Apple Watch or the Samsung Watch, they just felt a lot more fluid, and it just felt a lot more quick and snappy to navigate those watches versus the Versa. I don't know if it's the overall operating system that's on the Versa itself or just the screen overall or the processing power, but the watch did feel a lot slower than some of the other fitness watches I've used to date. So that could definitely be a possible deal breaker for someone, especially if you're using all aspects of this watch and getting as much information as you want to get and navigating through all these different displays and screens. You can run into a lot of issues with slowness and sluggishness. So the other negative I had about this watch is that there's no buttons. They replaced the physical button with a haptic button, and for me that thing is a complete miss. I hated the haptic button on this Versa 3. It just wasn't well formed for me. I'm a person that really likes buttons on a watch. I just think it really fits, and this pressure sensitive button for me, it just didn't work the way it was supposed to. Sometimes when I was working out, I would get a lot of accidental touches. When I'm bending my wrists or lifting weights, I would accidentally touch the haptic button because it's just a feedback button, so there's not any kind of pressure that really needs to be applied to it. And sometimes I would press it too much, sometimes I wouldn't press it hard enough, sometimes I would have to double press it, and it just became a real pain for me to use this button to exit or help me select or navigate into certain aspects of the watch itself, especially when I wanted to quickly access something. A button that was clickable would really come in handy on this particular device, and it could be a possible deal breaker for someone who's more used to a traditional smartwatch with actual physical buttons. And compatibility issues can be another potential negative for this watch as well. Watches just need to work with the mobile devices that you have, and they need to work with the majority of applications that you have. One of the benefits of using a smartwatch is getting the different notifications, being able to respond to those notifications without taking your phone out of your pocket. A lot of people love to have that option with their smartwatches. It's something that's big with the Apple Watch, it's something that's big with the Samsung watches on the market, and the Versa 3 kind of sort of does that. It's kind of compatible with some of the applications that you have in your smartphone. I know you're not able to respond to text messages on the Apple platform. Samsung, it's kind of compatible with Android. You get some notifications with some applications, like I was able to get some text messages, but sometimes the text messages didn't come through. I didn't get any kind of email notifications from my Gmail, but I got it from the Samsung Mail. So it was kind of a hit or miss with certain applications that I had that I enjoy getting notifications because I can definitely look at it on my wrist really quickly without actually going to my mobile device. So this can be a pretty big deal breaker for some people if you're using this as a secondary accessory for your mobile device to get all those notifications directly to your wrist. this and be able to respond to those notifications, this watch does not do that well. And the last one is kind of the downfall of the Versa brand in general, is that it gives you a ton of information, but a lot of what you can do with that information is actually locked behind a paywall. So that would be the Fitbit Premium service that they offer to their users. So if you spend that much money on the watch itself, the premium service does not come with the watch. You can spend an additional monthly charge to gain access to these premium services. And what that does is it takes all the information that's gathered from your watch and creates specialized plans, specialized meal applications, specialized workout regimens, things of that nature. So it leaves it upon you to kind of use that information, the raw information that you're receiving from the watch, in a way that may be suited to you. If somebody is a novice at fitness, they don't know what to do with all this information, they would have to pay the extra cost to kind of get into that Fitbit Premium plan to really be able to gravitate to what they can do with all the information that this watch is actually collecting. And I think that's kind of a negative as well on the watch itself, because it can collect all this ton of cool sleep information, your stress information, your daily movements, and all these things, but not knowing what to do with that particular information is not really servicing the user of this device. And there are so many other applications that go with like an Apple Watch or a Samsung watch that does free help you kind of collect that information and use it in a proper way to better your overall health without paying additional monthly rates. So like I said, these are 4 possible deal breakers that someone buying the Versa 3 should know about. Are any of these deal breakers for you? Go ahead and comment in the comment section down below this video. Is there a deal breaker for the Versa 3 that I did not mention in this video that is a deal breaker for you? Also comment in the comment section down below as well. Make sure to check out our full review on the Versa 3. Again, I'm going to make sure to link that in the description down below and also in a card up above. And if you enjoyed the video, you know exactly what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like button, and share the video out because it definitely helps the channel. As always, guys, make sure to stay safe out there. And again, check out some of the other videos we have up on the channel. And until see you guys next time,